The continued evolution of shipping constantly brings the ports to build infrastructures, equipment, technologies, and higher levels of human resources. This requirement for competitiveness indirectly creates competitions between ports. The African Ports Awards Project, APA, initiated by the Codex Cabinet, which is a structure in the port and communication strategies, is therefore a platform of recognition, promotion, and celebration of merit of African port actors and maritime world. For the first edition of the EPA, the Codex Cabinet wanted to start with the members of the West African and Central Ports Association of Management, PMAWCA, West and Central Africa Association, before to extend it to other editions every 2 other sub-regional port associations, which are PMA-ESA, Port Management Association East and South Africa, and UAPNA, that form the APCP, Pan-African Port Cooperation Association, or PAPC. After obtaining the membership of the steering committee of the port members of PMAWCA, Codex Cabinet held Friday, September 18, 2015, the first edition of the Awards of African Port, APA. Ports that saw several distinguished in different categories. For Guy Manoir, APA promoter and director of Codex, his vision for this project is to build awareness of these distinctions by putting them under the umbrella of Port Association in Africa Regional and increase credibility through the quality of the jury committee members consisting of prominent Africa port experts.
Il s'agit avec cette première édition
It's about with this first edition
de l'amorce d'un processus que nous souhaitons inscrire dans la durée
of the start of a process like to be sustained in the duration
et développer à l'échelle du continent africain
and develop at the scale of the African continent
avec vos encouragements
with your encouragement
et surtout, bien entendu, vos critiques les plus constructives.
and also your most constructive criticism.
Nous souhaitons simplement,
We simply want,
à notre modeste niveau,
in our humble level,
apporter notre pierre à l'édification de l'Afrique émergente.
to bring our contribution to build the emerging Africa.
Saine émulation,
Healthy emulation
c'est donc le maître mot de cette cérémonie.
is the key word of this ceremony.
Mr. Marcelin Aima, General Commissioner of APA, thanked all personalities and port delegation that have made the trip to enhance their presence to this ceremony of distinctions. He also said that the jury committee for the award is composed of distinguished experts, including Mr. Alain-Michel Louvambano, Committee Chairman of the jury and General Secretary of the Maritime Organization of West and Central Africa, MOWCA, the port expert and former Secretary General of PMAWCA and APCP, Fernand Julian Gauzet, Olivier Atman, port expert, former Secretary General of the African Ports Association Eastern and Southern, PMA-ESA, and Executive Secretary of the Association of African Ports, APCP, and many others luminaries of African Ports area. The panel discussion on issues and challenges of matching project of port terminal, PMAWCA, and market needs was very studious. The exchanges was also very fruitful, benefited from the contribution of several experts panelists. The distinction of the day aspired to create healthy competition in port area. In all 6 awards and 2 special awards which were presented during the evening. The awards of port, better attractiveness, was awarded to the Port of Cotonou. The award of port, best performance at the Port of Tema, and the most modernized port prize returned to the Port of Dakar. The Port Prize, Integrated Sub-Regional Economies, was awarded to the Autonomous Port of Abidjan, while that of the Best Port Manager Award went to the General Director of the Autonomous Port of San Pedro.
Le port autonome de San Pedro. Le port autonome de San Pedro. La
At special prices, the African Development Bank, ADB, has received the Incentive Award Institution Financing Port Projects, when the MPS Group received the awards of Containers Terminals Operators of the Most Efficient. A special prize was given to the main sponsor, Universal Technology. Mr. Papa Ibrahim Sow, representative of the Port of Dakar, spokesman of all recipients of a held to express all their recognitions to the Codex Office and the PMAWCA for this fine initiative.
Mesdames, Mademoiselles, Messieurs,
Ladies and gentlemen,
je voudrais à l'entame de mon propos
like at the start of my speech,
partager avec vous l'immense honneur
share with you the great honor
qui m'a été fait aujourd'hui d'être choisi pour prendre la parole
which was given to me to speak
au nom des lauréats de cette belle fête de l'excellence
in the name of the recipient of this great celebration,
qui gratifie les efforts consentis par les autorités portuaires africaines
which rewards efforts
au plan des investissements, des statistiques, de la gouvernance et de la qualité.
about statistic governments.
Par ailleurs, permettez-moi d'exprimer au cabinet Codex,
In addition, I'd like to express the Codex
au nom de tous les ports qui ont adhéré à son projet en y participant,
in the name of all port who are dear to the project,
toute notre reconnaissance au-delà de nos encouragements à toujours aller de l'avant dans cette quête permanente de l'excellence et de la qualité dans les ports africains au travers du dit projet.
our acknowledgement and encouragement to work for excellence in the ports.
To head up with this beautiful ceremony, the representative of the Minister of Transport of Republic of Côte d'Ivoire encouraged the concept of initiative, which obviously come meeting with an expectation for the appreciation expressed by the port was highly welcomed.
La reconnaissance du mérite est la garantie d'une plus grande efficacité des programmes de développement
The knowledge of merit is for development
et d'un succès des politiques gouvernementales
and for the success of government policies,
en créant entre les différents acteurs de développement une sainte émulation.
creating healthy emulation within actors of development.
C'est le lieu pour moi,
For me,
en ma qualité de représentant de Monsieur le ministre des Transports, M. Gaussou Touré,
as representative of the Minister for Transport,
assurant la présidence de ce illustre événement,
assuring the presidency of this event,
de marquer mon soutien à cette initiative portée par le cabinet Codex,
to support this initiative of the Cabinet Codex
en partenariat avec l'AGPAOC,
in partnership with AGPRLC.
qui ambitionne de faire de cette vitrine une véritable institution.
We want to make of it a true institution,
Tout en espérant que ce projet ouvrira des perspectives heureuses pour le développement de nos États,
This project will open happy perspective for the development of our state,
de sorte à conduire l'Afrique à l'émergence tant souhaitée.
so also lead Africa to the wish emergence.
Je déclare close la première édition des Awards des ports africains. Je vous remercie.
Declare that the first edition of African Awards is closed.
In order to create a healthy rivalry in African maritime and port environment, the Codex, with the support of the PMAWCA, aims to sustain the African Sports Awards by widening the PMAWCA and the UAPNA. The second edition will be held in Dakar in September 2016.